Hope everybody's doing well. I want to welcome y'all to the Daily Reader podcast, where we read from a daily reader or a devotional, and we learn tools and principles, including, but not limited to prayer, meditation, and breath work that help us to stay more present and to live better lives. We meet on here Tuesday through Fridays, y'all, at 7 a.m. and Saturday through Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to this channel for future content and podcast episodes. Good morning. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I think I got some pollen in my throat or something. I had to go outside for a minute. So, hey, Crudy, how you doing? Got me a little bit there. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started, y'all. So go ahead and find somewhere, like a stopping point in whatever you're doing, and then get somewhere safe where you can do your self-care today. Preferably somewhere that you can just sit comfortably in a chair somewhere, or your vehicle. That's fine too. I'll give you all a couple minutes to get there. Excuse me. Okay, good deal. Well, be safe. Have a safe trip. What you got going on up there? Where are you going this morning? Okay. Gathering at the Indian Temple. That sounds good. I hope y'all enjoy that. Sorry, y'all, I'm sneezing like crazy. Excuse me for a minute. I'll be right back. Yeah, as usual, I work kind of late on Saturday nights. I worked almost 1 o'clock last night, so I didn't get up in time to start my herbal tea this morning. I just had a little sip of it and wasn't in time to get my allergies kind of under control. So, go ahead and if you're comfortable with it, go ahead and close your eyes. So I just want to apologize. I maybe one more trip. Probably I have to go over there to take care of that. I don't want to do it on camera. I don't want to blow my nose on camera right with y'all on here. So try not to do that. Be respectful of y'all. So I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate taking the time to do your self-care and your self-love as well. So yeah, just breathe in your nose and out your mouth. And just focus on your breath. And just be here now. In this present moment. No other moment exists. The past is already gone and the future isn't here yet. So this is all we have, and this is where our power lies. Right here, right now. Just let yourself just settle in, and with each breath, feel the body getting more and more relaxed. Breathe. Just allow the body to settle down. Just to come into the sympathetic nervous system mode of rest and relaxation. And digestion, that's where all that occurs. On the sympathetic side of the nervous system. The nervous system has the parasympathetic side, and which is activated, on guard, on alert. And then the sympathetic, which is what our goal is for these exercises, to get us in more of the sympathetic nervous system state. Sorry, y'all. All these sniffles and coughing here. Coughing was probably just a release, but the sniffles is allergies. Let's just, let's just give ourselves some love this morning as well. So I do that actually sometimes by rubbing on my chest or rubbing on my stomach. You can do that if you want to. And just appreciate the body for bringing you here today, getting you here. Just kind of feel that warmth from your body heat in your hand, on your chest or your stomach, or wherever you want to touch yourself. You can touch yourself on your neck, your head, your face, whatever's comfortable for you. Excuse me. I just took a half of a Benadryl. I don't like to really take any of that stuff. It's not good. It actually affects your memory and coordination. But I take it from time to time. You just ain't kicked in yet. You know what? You can give yourself. You want to give yourself a big hug too. Just wrap your arms around yourself. Just kind of give yourself a hug this morning. Because you're worth it. Created in God's image, and He loves you fully. I choose to believe unconditionally. He created us knowing what we were going to do anyway before we were born, right? If God is all-knowing, and I believe God is probably an all-knowing God. You just relax into that. Give yourself that love. Some of y'all may not have got that as a child. So this is time to give it to yourself right here, right now. I came from a mostly loving childhood and home, with the exception of a few years being with an alcoholic stepdad and some sexual abuse from an older classmate at a Christian school of all places that I went to. Manipulation, a lot of stuff come with that. Okay. So I'm going to do one more breath. On this one, breathe deep as you can go in your nose, and then out your mouth on the exhale, let it go audibly, just releasing any other tension that you might be holding on to. And you may not know you're holding on to it, but you could be holding on to some tension. So just trust that this releases it. Once we're doing this, just send it out through the breath. After that, we'll do the serenity prayer. Short version today. And prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Y'all give me another time here. I got my nose is actually starting to run a little bit. I'm going to take care of that. I'll be right back, and we'll get into our daily reading here. I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, July the 13th. That's where we're at today. One of the questions in the Al-Anon leaflet, did you grow up with a problem addict? Or do you have a need for perfection? This question was very relevant to me. My compulsive need for flawlessness kept me from attempting or completing many projects because I believe the results would fall short of my goals. Fortunately, from my very first days in the program, it was suggested that I never say no to Al-Anon. My fellow members assured me it was part of my job as a human to make mistakes and that few errors were so severe they couldn't be overlooked or mended. They also reminded me that they would be by my side to share their experience, strength, and hope if I needed it. Although I was terrified, I kept saying yes. Consequently, I eventually chaired meetings, became group representative, sponsored an Alateen group, and volunteered at our local Al-Anon information service. Each new opportunity led me to more self-esteem and to greater confidence. I gradually let go of the idea that I can or need to perform any job perfectly. I simply do the best that I can at any given time. I found that giving myself permission to be imperfect gives me tremendous freedom, the freedom to be me. Thought for the day. There is only one area in which I can possibly be perfect, and that is in my human imperfection. I tried to ignore my mistakes, and I tried to be perfect. I don't ignore my mistakes anymore. I've actually learned how to use them. And that's Courage to Be Me. From the book Courage to Be Me, page 125. interesting reading there. Yeah, I think a lot of I actually have some perfectionistic tendencies as well. I think, and some of that comes from just really. Uh, I think my parents really wanted me to always do better, always do good, uh, and sometimes it wasn't good enough, right? Sometimes it wasn't good enough. It's like, oh, you need to do better, do better, do better, and I think all that led to a perfectionistic tendency, right? I think teachers, people in school, they all I think we're all programmed to always do better. Which I think in some ways that's really good to always do our best, right? I really believe in doing my best. That's actually one of my quotes that I have. I had on my Skype when I had a Skype account. Now Skype merged with Microsoft Teams, so it doesn't exist anymore. But it's okay though. I've learned. I've learned that it's okay to make mistakes. And I think that it's always okay to continue to improve ourselves, right? Continue to seek. I try to seek that perfection that I believe God is, right? If God is perfect, then we have like a measuring stick to try to go for, right? Do the best we can, right? But at the same time, realize we might fall short some days. We might not get there. So, but that's kind of my experience. And I'll be honest. I used to have the same. And mentioned in here, terrified to come to meetings. I wasn't never terrified to come to meetings, but I was nervous, like sharing and talking in there and sharing my experience, strength, and hope. And now I feel it sometimes, but it's pretty much, for the most part, it really doesn't. It's gone now. I've been able to really have help with my self-confidence, and I think also repetition helps. Exposure therapy, they call it. It's called to help with overcoming certain things like that, nervousness and anxiety. Uh, to the point now where I actually got with two people, and we decided to start our own meeting over here. So we do that, and I'm also the literature chairperson. I handle ordering our new when we run out of different books and pamphlets and chips and things like that. I handle that. As well as chair meetings from time to time. I actually just chaired the meeting this past Thursday. It was a really good meeting, actually. I think we had four of us that was there, I believe. So yeah, trust y'all got something out of that you can apply and embody, use in your life. And I hope everybody has a great day. Go out and make it a great day. Yeah, don't just hope it's going to be a great day. Just make it a great day. Because we have that choice, right? We have a choice to what kind of day we're going to have based on our attitude, right? So, and y'all, I look forward to doing it again with y'all tomorrow morning. And we'll see y'all then. As always, peace and love. Bye for now.